students, welcome to virtual classroom of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sri Kumar. The class is for 10th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let me begin the class.
Dear students, the topic is financial planning. Very important topic, very interesting topic, very essential topic. This topic is having close connection with our day-to-day activities and having a major connection with the tax system on goods. Tax is levied by the government on goods and services, and as well as tax is paid by the people to the government on their income. That's a separate thing. Without taxes, without collecting tax, government cannot run. Government needs to provide basic infrastructure and facilities and amenities to the people, to the country, to the state, to the corporation, so that it runs smoothly. For example, we know that we get all essential commodities in the shops because it reaches there. It reaches there because there is a road for reaching, there is a transport system. We also get water reaching to our tap because there is a system of supply. There are a lot of people working behind it, and there are pipelines and underground system which is supplying the water to you. Government needs to maintain it. Government needs to maintain even the street light at night and has to do something basic, fundamental, essential activities for the people. Even the schools run by municipal corporation is run with the tax collected from the people. So tax system is an integral part of running a government, running a state, running a country. This chapter is mainly about the tax on goods and services, which is simply named as GST. If you are having a habit of watching the television, especially news, you might have come across this term many times in the yesteryears years. Because GST was introduced very recently and thereby it came late in your syllabus. Anyway, good that you are learning about it. Its introduction of tax invoice is created and how the tax is for different goods and services. This is what the chapter is basically, but it is essential and interesting. Let me get into the topic or what is there in the textbook. Something related to shares, mutual funds and systematic investment plan is also mentioned in the chapter, which is connected with not connected with tax but is connected with our system of taxation. That's why. Anyway, let me get into the main aspects of goods and service tax. To begin with, let me tell you there are different type of tax system in a country, and even we have and we had such system. Separate system of taxes, and it is still remaining, but the goods service tax has reduced a lot of bifurcation in that, because excise, service tax, custom duty and many other taxes which were collected separately in different heads and different name now have collected or have brought under goods and services. Goods are items, service is something which is given to the people. So we know that under these two categories, all these different branches are coming. You cannot see the heading of income tax here because it comes under a different topic. This is about goods and service tax in which we were having different type of tax which collectively now named and collected as GST, which is mainly a convenient way of taxation, especially to the businessmen, especially to the people who are doing trade. This has given a lot of relaxation in their accounting system. So my dear students, we'll go ahead, and this is from your textbook, and it is indicating how a tax invoice should be. Tax invoice means a bill only. This is given from A to Z Street Mart, which is in Mumbai, and this is 110th invoice or bill by the shopkeeper, and the person who have bought payday, chocolate and ice cream, bread, butter, etc. And he has paid 723 rupees altogether, the last. So we will be studying the bill so that we will understand the concept of tax on goods from this bill itself. Most important thing I want to tell you is, in this bill you can see that, just I will highlight that, here on the right top corner there is a number. This number is called or named as GST number, which is assigned to this particular shopkeeper whose name is A to Z Sweet Mart. वो A to Z Sweet Mart वाले का GST number है, and it is only of his. Just like we are having PAN number to open an account, which is a permanent account number for a person who is opening the account in a bank. It will be common to all banks wherever he is opening account. Then we are having nowadays Aadhaar number, which is a number assigned to a particular individual. Just like that, GST number is a number assigned to a businessman or shopkeeper, a trader. With that number he will be identified. Here is the date of the purchase. Now coming into this, here is a HSN, which is a coding number for the goods. The goods are peda, chocolate, ice cream, bread, butter are having separate code numbers. It's a nomenclature number. On the name and category, this number is assigned. That means if it is 1905 all over India and in every state, it will be bread and bread only. The item is identified or coded with a number. The goods are identified with a number, which we are not bothered. We are bothered about what we are buying, its name. And its rate is given per kg, per pack in certain cases, and per bar here, chocolate bar, so per bar it is. So rate is given, and how much you are buying is given under quantity, just like before. आधा kg पेड़ा है, एक चॉकलेट बार है, एक पैकेट आइसक्रीम है, एक 1 पैक ब्रेड है, 250 ग्राम per kilo butter है. The rate is given accordingly. Your bill will be आधा किलो है तो 200 rupees, 80 rupees, 200 rupees, 35 rupees, 125 rupees. This is the rate. But here comes our topic, GST. Central government and state government will be dividing the GST on an item equally. Peda comes under 5% category, so 2.5% to the central government, 2.5% to the state government. C stands for central. This C. S stands for state. Central GST, state GST, same and equal. 28% is a tax for chocolate. आप सोचते हैं कि चॉकलेट को इतना ज़्यादा, चॉकलेट उतना ज़रूरी नहीं है, मुझे भी बुरा लगता है. 28% means of 1 rupees 28 paise will be given to the government, reaching to the government. 100 rupees का चॉकलेट लिया तो 28 rupees will go to the government. That much high rate for chocolate. Good. Both sweets and the other items in that may be harmful to us or maybe a costly item which is imported from other country. That's why such a high rate of tax for it. Ice cream is 9%. Interestingly, bread को tax ही नहीं है क्योंकि वो भूख मिटाने के लिए है. So different rate for different items. Items are coded, items are having different rate of GST, and it is equal for central, equal for state, and after tax is added, the new rate 500 gram पेड़े का प्राइस अभी 210 हो गया, 2 रुपीज़ 50 पैसे, 2 रुपीज़ 50 पैसे पर 100 रुपीज़ का रेट के हिसाब से 5 रुपीज़ इधर आपका पेमेंट गया, टैक्स गया, नेचुरली 720 रुपीज़ 40 पैसे का बिल आ गया. You can pause the video, go through it, listen to it again and go through it again, make it very thorough that GST number रहता है, code रहता है, there is a particular tax rate for each item. इतना आपको इससे समझना है. Next time when you go for a purchase, make sure that you ask for a GST bill so that the tax will go to the government. If government gets tax from each and every shopkeeper, government will be having its treasury full of money, and government can provide you better education, better facilities in and around you. So tax system help to make the government strong and to serve the people better. We are going ahead. What concept we have to develop first? GST number I asked you to notice. GST number has got a peculiarity. GST number tells us which state the shop is. Maharashtra. Code is 27. This is his account PAN number. PAN number means where the money he deposits. Whatever money he is collecting through the bill. अब बिल मांगेगा तो वो पैसा बैंक में जाना है, उनके पैन नंबर में वो रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगा. एंड दिस इज ही इज हैविंग वन रजिस्ट्रेशन, सो वन एंड Z is by default it's a spacing issue, numbering issue, and last one is a checksum digit, which is a computerized system where when you put the last digit, which will be a digit which will be identifying the what we say, it will confirm the validity of the GST index number, and thereby it will be approved. So that is a computer part. So there will be a series of numbers. First two digits will be indicating of which state the seller is, trader is or businessman. Then it's PAN card number, and then one registration. So it is a uniform for all by default. सब केस में रहेगा. And the last digit is what is a checksum digit. So this number is very important. Another thing, suppose that if you want to practice, you can practice this just by taking a paper, a book, and taking your pen. You can fill up this, because something what is told is reflected here. For example, here it is दो मसाला डोसा का कोड है 9962. नेक्स्ट टाइम मसाला डोसा का कोड वो लिखा है क्या देखने का. एंड इट इज़ 120 रुपीज़, एंड टैक्स इज़ 5%. 2.5% to the central, same 2.5% to the state. Here also 2.5%. सब खाने का आइटम इससे सेम रेट में आ गया. एंड 20 रुपीज़ मतलब 25, इधर 50 पैसे आएगा. Here also another 50 पैसे. नेचुरली 50 पैसे, नेचुरली 50 पैसे बढ़ गया, 21 रुपीज़ हो जाएगा. इससे बढ़ते जाएंगे. You can have one more column and total it. Anyway, you are getting an idea about it. And here it is 120 rupees, 100 rupees के लिए 2 रुपये 50 पैसे, another 20 rupees के लिए 50 पैसे, मतलब 3 rupees इधर आ जाएगा. All this you will fill up. This is from your textbook. There is one more column in the textbook. You will total it and find out how much the bill would be. Here one thing you should notice, there is a GSTN number here. There is an invoice date and invoice number here. This is very important. जो बिल में GSTN नंबर है उसका मतलब that bill is पक्का tax bill है. The person will be paying the tax to the government. The person means the shopkeeper. तो आप नहीं भरते क्या, पूरा आप भरते हैं. Customer is paying the full amount of tax, but in stages. It is shown in your textbook very simply. I will reach to that later. Now regarding the percent or rate of GST per item, there are zero rated item. As I told you, all essential commodities like food grains, fruits, vegetables, milk, salt, earth and pot are having 0% GST. Charitable trust activities, transport of water, use of road, bridges, public library and agricultural related service, education, health service, 0% GST. But certain items like LPG cylinder, tea, coffee, honey, frozen vegetable or खाने का item 5% of GST. Railway transport, this is a service. And here it is transport service. All services are having 5% tax. And 12% GST is there for certain items like butter, आपने देखा ना, घी, ड्राई फ्रूट, jam, jelly, थोड़ा कुछ luxury items है, mobile phones which is very common nowadays, 12% of GST. Services like printing job, guest house, service related to construction business are having 12%. And please note that government changes this according to the situation and need. There are 18% category में आता है marble, granite, perfumes, metal items, computer, printer, monitor, CCTV, ये सब 18% टैक्स रेट में आता है. एंड आउटडोर कैटरिंग, सर्कस, ड्रामा, सिनेमा, एक्सिबिशन, मतलब आप सिनेमा देखने जाएगा, एक्सिबिशन देखने जाएगा, ड्रामा देखने जाएगा, तो आपको 100 रुपीज़ में 18 रुपीज़ गवर्नमेंट को टैक्स में जाता है. इट्स शुड गो. Then highly rated category 28%, all luxury items, motorcycles and its spare parts, luxury cars, pan masala को ज़रूरत नहीं है, vacuum cleaner, dishwasher, air conditioner, washing machine, fridge, tobacco बंद कर सकते हैं, aerated water, all these items are having 28% tax rate. And services in 5-star hotel, amusement park, water park, theme park, race course, IPL games, air transport, business class, economic class में कम है. So all these are different categories of tax system under GST. You should understand that जो essential item है, food items का tax 0 है, other food related items का 5%, and when it comes to cars and pan masala, vacuum cleaner, all such luxury items, 28% tax. That much high the tax system is. The rates are and types of GST are prescribed by the government at the time of writing this chapter. वो chapter में ये बताना ज़रूरी है, बदलता है, इसलिए बदलता है. अपना country का tax system is governed and controlled by the central government, and it can change at any time, and they change it also for the sake of better governance, and so that things will be referred in the newspaper and other things, and accordingly the thing will be. But textbook will remain the same till the next change, and the question will be answered according to the textbook, not according to what is prevailing now. अभी का रेट के ऊपर नहीं. चलो आगे बढ़ेंगे. Let us think about trading chain in GST. मैन्युफैक्चरर कुछ बनाएंगे, होलसेलर को देंगे, और रिटेलर में पहुंचेंगे, और आप और हम जाके उसको खरीदेंगे. करेक्ट. सो इधर कुछ बनाया, वो इधर देने के टाइम टैक्स भरना है उनको, गवर्नमेंट को. फिर वो भेजेंगे, उनको भी टैक्स भरना है गवर्नमेंट को, इधर भी टैक्स भरना है गवर्नमेंट को. तो इसका मतलब गवर्नमेंट इज गेटिंग टैक्स हियर, tax here, tax here. Ultimately, customer will be paying the tax. A part of that is already paid by this, and remaining will be paid by the last retailer. But the whole burden of tax comes on to the customer mainly, because he is the last in the chain. But at the same time, there is a sharing of tax in between. Full amount what we are giving to the retailer as tax, a part of it is paid by him to the government. We'll study about it now. Look at this. Suppose that this is about making of a watch, जो हाथ में बांधते हैं. मैन्युफैक्चरर एक वॉच बनाया, 200 रुपीज़ में भेजना चाहता हूँ, and we know that the tax on watch is 12%. So 200 रुपीज़ के हिसाब से 200 का 12%, 24 रुपीज़ उनको टैक्स भरना है गवर्नमेंट को, and he is paying, going to the government. So wholesaler will be getting the watch 200 plus 24, 224 में वो वॉच खरीद रहा है. Understood? Naturally, he will collect the tax from the wholesaler. When wholesaler has to sell that to the retailer, he is selling it at 300 rupees. When he is selling it at 300 rupees, 300 the cost, then tax of 12%, 12% of 300, 36 rupees. Naturally, 336 is the cost now. Now he has to pay 36 rupees to government. But a part of the tax is already paid by the manufacturer, that is 24 rupees. So 36 minus 24, he will pay only the difference, what is 12 rupees. So that 12 rupees he will be paying as in fact the tax he is supposed to. There are mechanism by which he will pay and get it back. He will get input tax credit later. Whenever he is making the bill for the retailer का bill में कैसा होगा? The rate will be 300 rupees and tax will be 12% of it, 36 rupees, and he has to make a bill of 336. The tax will be 36. He will pay that, but he will get the 24 rupees back later. That's a different mechanism. Anyway, here it is, the taxes system is like this. Now he will be selling to you. आप खड़ी खरीदने के लिए या मैं गया, मुझे बिल मिलेगा. He is selling it. He decides to sell it at 400 rupees. And 400 rupees में बेचने के टाइम आप बोलेंगे कम करने को, लेकिन अभी टेक्स्ट बुक में नहीं कर सकते. 400 rupees, again 12% of that, 48 rupees tax आ जाएगा. 48 rupees should be shown as tax and should be paid to the government. But we know that 48 में already first person 24, second the wholesaler 12 rupees, 36 बढ़ चुके हैं. In effective tax will be 12 rupees. 12 rupees will be actually going to the government from the retailer too. And for you, the bill would be 400 rupees and the rate of 12%, 48, and you will be paying 448 rupees. Something which is manufactured and sold at the rate of 224 now has become 448, of which 48 rupees is tax, and you will wear that watch. This system is followed in each and every goods. And in the bill, if it is written 48 rupees, the retailer will pay 48 rupees to the government, but with his GST number, and he will be getting back the amount already paid, that is 36 rupees. In his return, it's a different mechanism of tax management or GST management that you will be studying in higher classes. But this way we calculate the GST and the bill. And I will show you what is given in the textbook regarding this system. It's already seen, and this way it will be bifurcated between central and state government. As it is 12% category, 6% will go to the central, 6% to the state, and thereby the bill will be like this. Tax invoice of the retailer, where you are having the customer here. Here businessman to businessman, wholesaler again businessman to businessman. This way the system is working. This way the tax invoice is made. This way tax is paid to the government. Ultimately government will be getting 48 rupees as tax from all these people, 24 rupees from the manufacturer, 12 rupees from the wholesaler, and again 12 rupees from the retailer. If more are there in the chain, more 12 rupees or more 12% will be there in the chain. As it is taken 200, 300, 400, we are having the percentage 12 accordingly. Here 2 is required, something wrong here 2. Okay. So that way we are having an idea about how invoice is created in the new GST concept. Please go through the textbook, go through the video again, try to understand the concept, try to understand the rate of GST for different items, and try to understand that how GST is collected by the central and state government and how it is divided and distributed. All these are very important, not only for scoring good marks in exam, but also for understanding how the bill is created and how to check the bill whenever you are purchasing anything. Okay, thank you.
Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.